I worked at Facebook in 2011 and 2012.
I was one of the really early employees at Instagram.
I worked at Google, YouTube.
Apple, Google, Twitter, Palm.
Are you concerned at all when you see how addicted people are to their phones?
When I was there, I always felt like fundamentally it was a force for good. I don't know if I feel that way anymore.
I left Google due to ethical concerns.
I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned.
Social media has become an integral part of our lives, and what should have been one of the greatest advancements of our generation has become one of the biggest problems we face in today's society, and I certainly know about it. Before I started my career as a psychologist, I spent multiple years of my life stuck in my room doing nothing but being glued to my phone, scrolling social media or playing video games, letting the days go by without achieving anything at all. I know firsthand how addictive these new technologies can be, and how they can distract us to the point where we become abstracted from reality and we end up spending more time living inside the screens than outside of them. We can find that in 2023, social media has become the main factor that consumes our attention and our free time on a daily basis, constantly making us get lost in the endless scroll updates, notifications, and stories. Constant use of social media has been linked to a detriment in mental health, showing increased feelings of anxiety and depression on those that consume it regularly, and that also can be a source of negative feelings and low self-esteem by comparing ourselves with others. Social media is full of curated, edited, and filtered versions of people's lives, and it can be hard to remember that what we see online isn't always the full picture. Quitting social media is a personal decision, but if you find that social media is impacting your life in a negative way or is just taking too much of your own time, it may be worth considering taking a break from it. Remember that you have the power to control your social media experience, and that if you feel like this one is harming you, you always have the option to cut it out from your life. A few days ago, I was tinkering with my phone and I checked the daily usage information. I realized that during the last month of December, I had used my phone on average 2 hours a day, and that just on Instagram alone. For me, 2 hours a day already sounds like an incredible high amount of hours. But before I could reflect on it, I met with a friend and went around to visit some places. And when she took out her phone to take a picture of us, I asked her if she could show me her daily use statistics. She used her phone for an average of 6 hours a day. The vast majority of that time was also related to social media. And all of this made me reflect on how much time do we spend on our phones on a daily basis. With 2 hours a day, you can start going to the gym and get in shape. You can read a lot of books that can teach you how to improve in all aspects of life, such as socializing, relationships, psychology, how to make money, anything. With 2 hours a day, you can change your life. And yet, we spend it on mindless social media consumption that doesn't really bring us anything of value. And this is why you need to take this seriously. Your teenage years, young adulthood, and your entire 20s are the most important periods of your life regarding your development as a person. And taking 2 to 3 hours out of it every day to consume social media that serves you for nothing can be the difference between achieving your dreams and goals and becoming a miserable and resentful person, living a life that doesn't really make you happy. And not only for the reason of saving your time, social media is one of the biggest and most dangerous problems that our society suffers from right now, and you should stay away as much as you can. Research has shown that excessive use of social media can lead to feelings of anxiety, depressions, and low self-esteem. The correlation between the decline of mental health in society and the increase in the consumption of social media is undeniable. If you really understand how harmful social media is and yet you don't take action about it, then you have only yourself to blame for your shortcomings in life. Now, if you truly want to start to do something about it, I would like to share with you a 7-step guide on how to quit social media and start working on your own goals. Start by setting a goal for yourself. Why do you want to quit social media? For how long? What are the goals that you want to achieve? Write it down and keep it somewhere visible as a reminder. Delete the apps from your phone. You can also install social media blockers if you feel like you might need it. Replace the time you spend on social media with activities that promote self-improvement. This can include exercise, reading, writing, learning a new skill, or spending time with friends and family. Seek support. Tell your friends and family about your decision to quit social media. It will help you to keep yourself accountable. Be prepared for withdrawal symptoms. It's normal to feel a sense of loss or FOMO, also known as fear of missing out, after quitting social media, but remember that these feelings will pass, and if you make sure to use this free time to improve your life, you will soon start to feel the benefits of your decision. Reflect on your progress. After a week or a month, take a moment to reflect on how are you feeling right now and how your life has improved since quitting social media. Use this reflection to remind yourself of why you made the decision to quit in the first place, and also as fuel to keep going with this process. And last one, stay strong. Quitting social media is not easy, but with determination and a good plan, you can do it. Remember your goal and the benefits that you will gain from focusing on self-improvement. Social media is designed to perfection, to make you spend as much time as possible glued to the screen. But the biggest problem is, it doesn't care how much it harms your life. As long as it's able to extract time and attention from you, that's all that matters for social media. It makes me feel afraid to know I wasted so many hours watching mindless content on social media. But in reality, what makes me feel afraid is that if I keep in this same path, the only thing that awaits me is not reaching the goals I propose for myself and becoming a sad and bitter person. And rightfully so, to be honest. We all have the potential for greatness, and the best way to let that potential come out from within us is to remove all the unnecessary stuff that just clogs our minds and thoughts. Give it a try. You will be amazed of the things that you are capable of if you give yourself the right tools and take away all the useless stuff that get yourself stuck in life. Thank you for watching.
These tools actually have created some wonderful things in the world. They've reunited lost family members. They've found organ donors. I mean, there were meaningful systemic changes happening around the world because of these platforms that were positive. I think we were naive about the flip side of that coin.